I'm Johnny and welcome back to my kitchen. So I'm gonna get crafty today. I've I lost my mojo for months and just starting to get back into it, and I don't know, is it just me that I've got loads of ideas in my head and I just want to get cracking with stuff, but I just couldn't be bothered. I don't know, just even though I really wanted to do something, I can't describe it. So I just killed zombies on my Xbox instead. And then when it got to the end of the day, I mean, I do work and I've had a few weeks holidays. And I'm like, at the end of the day, after killing zombies and stuff, I mean, I've enjoyed it, but then I'm like, oh, I've wasted a whole day when I could have been doing something creative. But you really shouldn't beat yourself up over that, should you? Because I did enjoy what I was doing, and I mean, yeah, that's what life's about, isn't it? Enjoying yourself as well as responsibilities and all that. And there's too many bad things going on in life, isn't there? So why not enjoy it while you can? But it still doesn't take the sense of guilt away. I don't know why. So, oh God, look, I'm just babbling for the sake of it. And nearly 2 minutes now. So, I'll just show you this. It's alright, I've got my phone in my hand, but I'll be using this later on to video. So, I was just sitting at the TV the other night and just sketched this thing. It's like looks like a chicken with an octopus on its head, something like that. Anyway, and I thought, oh, wouldn't that be cool if, as a sculpture, I've sketched out, I don't know if you can see. So I'll complete the sketch when I get more ideas. But I thought I could use, like, when I done my robot thing, plastic and junk and that, or clay or fabric. So let's see. But I'm one of these people who's got loads of unfinished projects. I mean, I thought I'd show you this again. I started this Halloween last year, and I do love it. I just love his face. And all I need to really complete is sculpt his feet and, well, his many hands. But soon after doing this, I just lost my mojo. I mean, I've had loads of ideas on how to complete them. I was dreading the paint job because I just hate doing the paint jobs. I have got an airbrush, which I bought, God, about 8 months ago, and I'm just too scared to use that. Strange, but I haven't really got the space because I live in a 1-bedroom flat. I haven't got any garden or anything like that, so it's not. And I don't want to go in the street because people like stare at you, don't they? And I don't want them to get broken. So I don't know. Come up with something. But look, see, can you hear? I'm just excuse after excuse. But, like anybody else, they'd complete him. But no, what am I going to do? I'm going to start something else. But maybe, I have done that in the past, started something else, and it's given me extra ideas for that piece, as well as the previous piece, and then it kickstarts me into finishing him off. But, well, anyway, I've only got 5% left on my phone, so what I'm going to do is shove this on charge. I'm going to condition the clay, because it's cold in the kitchen, so it's going to take a lot of conditioning. Also, I've got a gammy hand again. I just don't understand it. I was sewing the other day, just for 12 hours. 12 hours during the day I was sewing, and my hand was fine. And then the next day it was really painful. So I think this is going to be a thing now, isn't it? Push your hand too much and it's just going to hurt. But anyway, I did enjoy the sewing and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to charge my phone, condition the clay and that, and then when there's something worth watching, I will start videoing. And maybe I won't talk on it, won't be a chatty Cathy, maybe I'll just be silent, and then in the editing I can sort of speed it up and put some music in the background if I finally figure out how to do that. I spend way too much time fiddling around with the bits of wire for the armature. It's so much easier to build a whole skeletal armature for the figure you're making than it is starting off like this and then trying to get the leg. Oh god, it's just terrible. So I already had this. I was going to use it as a head. It's just tin foil scrunched up into like a head form, and then I covered it with clay. So I thought that would be like an ideal base shape to start on from this. I am recording, yes. I thought I wasn't recording then. So I've conditioned the clay, and I'm gonna try and give this some form. But I had this some form, and I used to put the clay into it, you know, if it had legs, and then I could sculpt and it wouldn't move, and I can't, with moving everything around, I can't find it anywhere. You know what? I wish somebody would invent something that is like a base, that you could just stand your clay sculpture in and mess around with it and then take it off. I mean, I've seen other artists and they use foam and like wood, screw holes in the wood and stuff like that. But I haven't even got a piece of wood to do that. I've just moved everything all over getting ready for something and I just can't find a thing. So I'm just going to have to make do with this. So if you see me struggling trying to balance it and stuff like that, you know why. So I've just got to this shape, the neck, the body, and this is the tail. What I do is spend a lot of time staring at it and from different angles and stuff to see if that's how I want it. I mean, I know I sketch that, but more often than enough, the sketch is nothing like the actual sculpture because I continuously change my mind, the body shape and the whole concept. So I'm not going to video this, I'm just going to stop it and then, because that will be a very boring video, just me moving it around and just checking it out from all angles. You probably think this is totally ridiculous, but while I was staring at this, I thought I'd make the eyes, not the eyes, the legs for the creature. So I was trying to shape it, as I say, too much time taken on these wire things. I was trying to shape it and I thought, oh, yeah, that's like a similar shape to this leg. So then I put them together like this on here to see what they look like. And realised I got them back to front. So I was staring at it a bit more like that and I thought, you know what, I'm going to sculpt the legs back to front. Because, I mean, it is a creature for my own imagination, so I'm just going to go with it. Right, what I'm doing here is just adding bits of clay on to shape the top of the leg. But look at this. Just can't keep clay clean. I've washed my hands again and again. And it's like all these little, but that'll go while I'm sculpting and painting and stuff. So I'm not going to film this bit because all I'm doing is adding skinny bits of clay just around the leg. Just to shape it, make it stronger. And I'll just do the same to the other ones. There's no point filming that. Right, so I came up with this idea to put it in this thing here. This is one of those, is it cardboard or paper mache? Oh look, too far in. Like a paper mache cardboard box. I hate it, don't you, when they put the labels on at the bottom. I've tried to get it off and God, I'd love to get it off somehow. Well, right, so I've come up with this idea. The bottom of the legs where the feet will be, I turned that wire over. That's just for a bit of protection. because I'm always stubbing myself with the wire and stuff. So I've just poked holes in here just so I can keep it steady while I'm sculpting up here and stuff. I mean, it is a bit wobbly, but I can always attach some clay to it to stop it from moving around. And you know what? I might just use this, because I was going to use this, you know, like to stand it on and then decorate this. But I think I might just leave it on this, you know. Oh, yeah, that's because it's not secure. And just, yeah, stand it like that. Might. Right, this is such a lengthy process. So what I've done is I've added more clay to the legs to try and make, like, do you know, for muscle mass. So this is the back of the leg. And this is also the back of the leg, because these are going in opposite directions and they're just... Do you think the two left legs are two right legs? I'm not sure about it. But I don't know, because I put it on that box. I'm not going to have enough space to put the feet on, so I might just have it freestanding. But I am pleased with the muscle mass that I've given the creature. Oh, and look at this. Just love myself a knobbly knee. I've got knobbly knees, so I thought I'd give this knobbly knees. Yeah, so I don't know where to go from here now. I think I'll just stare at it for a bit longer, and this is the majority of my time spent is just staring at it, wondering what I can add to it, take away from it, shape it into. I have no clue yet, but Right, so this is a big leap from where I was up to, just starting on the feet, but I'm sorry I couldn't film it, but it was the most awkwardest, is that a word, thing I've ever done. Putting the feet, I didn't want them to be bulky, but it's just the way I had to put them. I was thinking whether or not, I know it's like odd legs, but I was thinking maybe both feet should be the same way, but didn't look right. So this is the feet. I am pleased with them, even though they are a bit bulky, but they need to be like that for the creature to stand. It's a bit wobbly because when he goes in the oven and he gets cured, he'll be more solid, but I can't put him in the oven yet because I'm still trying to shape the legs and stuff. Not sure what to do on the body. Um, don't know whether to bulk the body out a bit more, but I think it looks alright like that. I'm going to start on the head now, because if you remember, that's what the head looks like. But I don't know, we'll see how we go with that. So I've already done the, would you say that's an armature? Well, it's a ball of foil for the head, and then I tried doing something a bit like that, for excess wrinkly skin or something, but it hasn't turned out right. I don't know how to do it yet. So let's get cracking with the head. Oh, I've lost my rolling pin. Where did I put them? It fell on the floor. Lost my rolling pin. There it is. My dial. Just going to smooth the edges with that. I don't suppose you'd want me to carry on with the video because that would be very boring. Well, as you can see, I got a bit carried away. I was charging my phone up, and then I thought, I'm not sitting around waiting till that charges. I just want to get on with it. So I've done the head. There. It's got like what's those creatures called that are cute? It's like a pig, a cross between a pig and an elephant. Tapir or something. Tapir. I don't know how to pronounce it. But they're cute. So it's a bit like that. And it's got one eyeball like of a snail antennae. I just thought that would look cute. Not gonna put ears on it. Might put some holes in for where the ears are, but I thought what I'll do is I'll fix it all together and then put some pattern on it and maybe skewer it or use some soft pastel to colour it. But I place the head on, and the head is really light, but I just don't. I think it's the way it's positioned in that it's too heavy. It was weighing it down, falling forward. So what I'm going to do is colour it and then shove it in the oven till it's all solid. And once its neck and everything's solid, then it'll probably accept the head. If not, I'll have to make a really tiny one, won't I? Right, so, oh yes, and I was gonna see these here. I got them years ago. I don't know what they're called, but they make interesting texture. Oh, is that too close? Come on. Let's see. You get really tiny ones, and that's the biggest one. And you do this, and it makes some circles. Now that's good if you're making like a fish or, I don't know, dinosaur or something like that. But I was just messing around with the different sizes and stuff you can get. And then I was looking at other things to make shapes, like cocktail sticks. For just little dots like that. And because I thought if I colour it, and then I'll get some acrylic paint and just make some like, oh, I'm a bit too, I'm off the, just, I don't know. Anyway, look at this. I think this is really interesting. It's really weird pattern as well. It's, just get some smooth clay. Makes really interesting pattern. It's a dropper out of, one of these bottles. It's clean, I've never used it. But look at this shape. There. Can you see? I'll squeeze it in a bit more. There. Oh, look, I keep on going out of there. Interesting, isn't it? And then you can just like, it depends on the pressure you put down on the shape you get. So I think I'm going to do something like this on his body. But I don't know where yet. Right, so I've turned my oven on, gas mark 1. I've I can't get into my other pastels. I've got my pan pastels, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, they're mainly portrait colours and like really dark colours, so I really want a light green. So I've just used the knife and scraped a bit off here. And these paint brushes here, keep them separate from my actual paintbrushes. These are what I use for my pastels. So, let me see. Could all go wrong? Right. So I'm going to start off with the light, because as you know, if you make mistakes, then you can just go with the darker one. Right, let's see. And what I like about the pan pastel is you put it on, and then when you put it in the oven to cure, it sets into the clay. So then you don't have to paint it on top. I mean, you can paint over the top of it if you want some like darker shades, or might have gone completely wrong and you want just to put acrylic on. But it sets into the clay and it doesn't come off onto your hands. A very rare occasion it does. I mean, you seal them anyway, don't you? It's best to seal each clay piece, because it's going to get plenty scratched up, is it? Well, it will in my house with Siggy and that. It's just to protect it. Right. Now, that is a very light green, but it's going on the clay is dark, so I am so glad I started off with the light green. It looks like dirty green, doesn't it? I mean, I don't even have to stick to the green. I can always add a bit of red on for interest. It's an alien creature, so it's not like it's got to stick with the one colour, is it? I mean, it is satisfying to put on, but I do wish you could just tip it all over, and because this will take ages. Well, I'm just going to show you me doing the top bit, and then I'll just finish the rest myself, because you'll fall asleep watching this. It's not very interesting, and painting is even worse. It's like watching paint dry, literally. Right, I'm going to get on with this myself now. So this is the finished piece. I'm going to call him Greenie. Really did enjoy making him, or her. Oh, but there was many challenges on this. I'll just show you here. There's no true guarantee on how your piece is going to turn out once you put it in the oven. Like the feet bit. I suppose if I had to put it on this pedestal here, fastened it here and then sculpted on, then yes, you put it in the oven and you know everything's going to be in the same place as what it was when you put it in the oven. But because I didn't, I wanted it freestanding, I had to, I put the piece in the oven, but as it was standing there, I could see that the feet weren't going to sit right. So while the oven was on, I sort of like, I mean, I don't recommend you doing this. I put my hands in the oven and I'm trying to reposition it, but when I got it out of the oven, as you can see here, there's a bit of a lift. This foot is flat. This is why I've got the jar there, not just for scale, because it won't. I'll just look. It's standing there, but if you just knock it slightly, it will fall over. So that is a Dow Egg Bits large coffee jar, so that's going by scale. But yeah, the feet sort of crossed in the oven there, and raised a bit, but the toes on it here, they're flat against the table. So I mean, it's no big thing. It's just the way, I mean, in the wild or on planet Pluto, wherever he lives, he could be standing like that, but then he'd change his position so he wouldn't fall. So what I'm going to have to do here is stick him on this plinth, glue him on, and then try and decorate the base on the environment on which he would be in. Which is sort of unfortunate because I thought he would have looked cool just standing like on a shelf like this. But he'd be more secure on this. And another thing I had problems with his head. Because I cured the body in that first, because I often find that if you do it all in one piece, while you're trying to sculpt the head, you're going to squash the body and mess the toes around. So it's best if you put it in and it cures the body, so the body's all solid and that. And then while you're doing the fixing the head onto his neck, then you're not going to squish the body. That was a bit long-winded, wasn't it? So in his neck, he had wire to secure it to the neck, but I also put bacon bond around the base of the neck and sculpted it on. But for some reason, I don't know why, when I was trying to position it in the oven, the neck kept on coming apart. Oh, so that was there. So what I had to do was lay him down on here and sort of pad this around his neck joint, and then get some rolled up cardboard and put that under his neck to support it, because I thought while he's in the oven I can just imagine his head's gonna sag in another direction and the neck joint is gonna come apart. But I supported all of his body and then took him out of the oven. Oh, by the way, I never told you, did I? So I put him in the oven for 45 minutes, and then I turned the oven off and just let the oven cool down naturally. Because I find if you open the oven, that can sometimes make the piece to crack or take it out because it's a sudden drop in temperature. Well, that's just the way I do stuff anyway. So I wait till he cooled down 2 hours. You don't have to wait that long, but I did. And then something unfortunate and quite unexpected happened. His tip of his toe broke. You can't see it now because I remodeled it. I didn't bother gluing. If it had been a whole leg, I would have glued it with bacon bond and then sculpted around the break. But because it was only a toe, the tip of a toe, I just re-sculpted the tip of the toe, put it in place, coloured it, and then put it in the oven. And I don't know why that happened, because he wasn't resting on his toe in the oven. His toe was stuck up in the air. So I just don't know, but that is secure now. That is fine. Yes, was a real challenge. Really enjoyed making him. I'm just so sorry that I couldn't show you doing his head and stuff like that. In next video, I'm just trying with these videos because the head bit, all you would have seen me doing it was my head would have been covering of, you wouldn't have seen anything anyway. And because it's like the head, I hold it close to my body, and I'm gonna get out. I'll have to get out of that habit so I can video properly. But well, right. So that's all I wanted to say. I'll take some pictures and put them on Instagram. Trying to get a good view there. Well, anyway, Johnny signing out. See you. Bye.